Well, we are back, and we're actually going live right now. We're going to jump straight into game to see what we can bring to the table right now. At the moment, we've got obviously Dignitas on Russia and Animate on China. At the moment, though, looking at the map, Dogbert, they are heading for that C site like we thought. That kind of 3-2 split.
Yeah, Fat Sheep guy, he's the first man in on that C flag. He just gets shot down immediately, and you can just see this is just going to be a very slow game, I think, from Dig. And, you know, they're just going to hold these C flags and hold C and B, and with Giggly holding down that C house, this is going to be a really hard one. But yes. He goes down, so there you go. That C flag's wide open now, and Dig are going to have to go on the offensive here, and they've got to spawn behind that A flag. So there you go. This is the flag capture they want, that AB one. And right now, only Diddley's going to be able to do anything about it, really.
And they've got the AC. B site just being sat on by NVC as he goes down as well. Going to go with Mark as he's just lying in the bushes, lying in wait in between these two sites. He's going to spot one, going to surely take him down. Does so. It was XEQT. And he's going to be prowling around looking for a second as well. Numbers stacked on that C side at the moment as the B flag is under scrutiny. Fat Sheep's on his way as well, looking to capture. He's going to meet one though. Who's it going to be? It's NVC. NVC gets the better of him. In the meantime, Dilly finally taking down Horner. Dilly's going to look to do a bit more damage as well, sneaking around. Talking of sneaking around, Sneaky's picking up a couple of frags over on that A site.
Yeah, Jerk do quite a good job actually, but Mark completely ran out of ammo in his little firefight before. Yeah, had the jump on him and everything and still managed not to take it, but interesting start from both. Animate getting that C flag early on, but losing out on B, and with this AB hold, this is the danger point, really. And
look at these spawns as well. Yeah. Animate have just been shoved back, a real shove. At the moment, the only two players who really can do anything is Dilly and Minji, and Minji's done a little bit, but it's probably not enough as he's kind of peering into that B site. Going to go for a little bit of a journey, and can he make this B site happen?
Yeah, this is a good position for a capture, but there's the problem though. Sneaky's holding down that B house, and with control of that, they're always going to be a presence on that B flag, and that's something Animate are always going to have to look over their shoulder about, because it's just an easy drop-off point, and Dig giving up on that flag, and man, they just got shot down there.
They really kind of threw numbers at it and got nothing in return.
Yeah, that was risky playing. Dig playing a bit loose here, and you know, this is a lot closer game than I expected.
Yeah, maybe my Animate call wasn't so silly after all. Let's see what's going on then. So they've got that CB hold. Obviously, like you said, it's not the ideal, just with the kind of the sheer openness of that C site and how B is going to kind of be the battlefield at the moment. That's where we're going to see most of the action. Right now we're seeing a bit of action over here. Giggly's going to look to get one. Sneaky was there to pick up the frag in the end though. And these two, the deadly duo, might start making a move for this site. Nades going in. Sneaky gets one as well. Kind of doing good stuff at the moment, but feel like the frags are happening elsewhere as two players are charging this C site for the Animate side. Have a look at Dilly from the back as well as they're going to meet. Oh, it's actually Fat Sheep on the roof. I thought he was in the building, so he's going to meet one. Who was it? It was Jerk. Jerk got the better of him though with that FAMAS, and he's looking to get a second as well. Not going to happen. Frags happening left, right, and center on this site. The C flag is changing hands so rapidly at the moment.
Yeah, that C flag Jerk once again. What was it with Dig and running out of ammunition there? And you know, this is really good play from Animate. They're doing a good job here, but they're playing a very static game. Yeah. They're going to get this C flag, and they're just going to hold. Look at that. They're holding down at A. They're not even moving forward, and they're doing the same out of C. They've got one Roma, and the rest of them are just sitting back waiting. And you know what? Dig are responding really poorly to a lot of these pushes.
Yeah, and they've made the call now. Look at that Dig split. 2 to B, 2 to A. And the man who's looking to make it happen on A is Jerk. Going to come around here. Not going to happen, though. Good defensive work from Harkle. And in the meantime, over on that B site, we can see a little kind of mano-a-mano between Minji and Mark. Mark's kind of yet again sat in a corner. Like you said about that static play, he is sitting in corners and he's getting punished as soon as his position is revealed. You're talking about spotting. As soon as we know where Mark is, he's gone. You know, he's not a presence like we were expecting. Maybe that roaming from Benji, which obviously isn't happening with NVC taking his place. But right now, numbers are very level. I love this ticket back. It's kind of 145, 142, very close at the moment, and the lead is starting to favour the Dignitas side with this kind of A-B hold. Looking to question that, though, is Fat Sheep. Fat Sheep and Harkle. Actually, no, that was a corpse of Harkle. He's going to get pushed finally. Nice pressure from Sneaky yet again. Sneaky is doing damage. Look at that scoreboard. 9 for 3, rivaled by Dilly on the Animate side. Going to go with Sneaky now as he does actually get taken down by Dilly. The two people we were just talking about, Dilly showing why we should actually be watching him. as he's going to continue roaming around. Dilly is that presence we were talking about before, Dogbert.
Yeah.
He's making his presence known on those sites, and that's kind of what you need, especially on this B site.
Yeah, and Dignitas are just playing very crazy, really. And they just threw 5 men at that A flag, and I talked about overcommitting. And for that, they lost out on B. But through just force of will, really, they kind of taken some of these flags back. But, you know, they're playing very fast and furious right now.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a kind of a letter swap as the B side's going to be taken by Dignitas. In the process, though, we're going to see C taken by Animate, leaving the numbers favouring Dignitas yet again. Unless Harkle pulls some magic out of the hat, not going to happen as he goes down to, of course, it is Sneaky. Sneaky, the man rocking the top of the scoreboard at the moment, as Fat Sheep kind of looking a little low, a little sketchy on the health as well.
Yeah, Dig threatening a trip cap here, Giggly pushing
especially with these spawns, you're right.
Oh, he gets taken down, and this is the danger about this flag, the C flag in general. And you bring up your tabletop, you see how Dig is spread out right now. They're forcing the spawns up in the top right of the map, which is so dangerous to be in a team because you just get outspotted. But man, look at that spawn from Fat Sheep.
Fat Sheep, hello. There's only one man that can really question it. It is, of course, Sneaky, but this could very well be a very, very vital cap for him at the moment. He's going to manage to bring it into neutral, but can he bring it to his team? I think he's going to meet Sneaky in the process, though. Squad spawn obviously make it a lot easier for him. He's going to meet Sneaky, but Sneaky's got friends as well. It's going to be a battle on the rooftop as he takes down Dilly. Fat Sheep looking to revenge his teammate. He's not going to land the hipfire just yet, though, as Harkle's doing work elsewhere. Jerk goes down, and Sneaky with the Magnum. Oh, Fat Sheep's going to be a little bit upset with that one, and I think he is. There's a kind of sad face in chat. And that was a little bit of humiliation, maybe. A little bit.
It's just like, at no point did Sneaky try and reload.
Yeah.
He was like already on half health. He's just like, I'm going to shoot you in the face, Dirty Harry style, and he did.
All right, Dilly, what have you got for us right now? He's charging around this bomb site, throwing health packs left, right, and centre, and he's actually still looking to support A site from this flag. At the moment, Numbers looking for that triple cap at the moment. The spawns do not favour Animate at the moment, as the trip cap does come in. That's going to give a real intense bleed, and we're going to see exactly what we can see a response, really, from the Animate side.
Yeah, and Dig finally seem to be getting some sort of hold on this game. They're spotting out this pressure on B correctly and getting the kills on it, and more importantly, pressuring C as well. So at no place does Animate feel safe enough. They're constantly reacting to Dig.
Oh, Mark with 2 very swift frags on this bomb site. I was about to call it a bomb site on this point. Looks very nice, though, as Mark's going to bring that one home for his team. In the meantime, of course, he is going to get pressured by, I believe it's Minji. It's going to be a little 1v1 here. He's going to go down. Minji's going to stop him in his tracks with that capture and try and do some work for the Animate side, bringing C back and stopping that trip cap from happening.
Yeah, and while this was going on, Dig just securing that B flag. Mark's attack on C is nothing but a distraction.
Yeah.
And it's simply, if Animate overcommitted to that B flag, they would lose out somewhere. They lost out there, and they lost out at B. Complete confusion sown by Dig, and Animate now, when this was close, it was close, but Dig is starting to pull away.
So what would you say they've just done? I mean, we were looking at a kind of 2-ticket difference at that start. They were changing hands. C was changing hands as expected. The B side was obviously changing hands when the numbers were thrown at it. What suddenly changed that made Animate slip away into this 50 tickets left?
Well, at the same time, it's really hard for us sometimes to keep up with the action.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just as hard for the players. The pace of competitive BF4 is fast, and with that comes breakdowns in communication. And the more experienced team is always going to have an edge there. And with that, you can see Dig responding correctly. Never really overcommitting, except for about one time at A. They're just on point with their rotations, and that's something Animate have slipped up on a few times.
Certainly seems that way. Obviously, Ticket's still bleeding away. They're going to be doing their best to take as many out of Dignitas' hands as possible, obviously, for the second half. At the moment, they're going to go pick it up with Sneaky. Is he? Oh, I thought he was going to consider a push towards C. They don't need to, though. They've got that A and B. Quite happily just sitting and watching those remaining 30 tickets slip away. Animate the team to watch right now. If they can get a couple more of those caps back, try and get their tickets down a little bit, because Dignitas on 116, that makes that second half very, very tough.
Very difficult. They need to just do as much damage control, and it's not easy to do damage control when they have players like Jerk who just shut down a 2-man push on A, and with that, this containment of Animate is continuing, and Dig are just looking, after a rough start, they've started to pick it up now, and if anything, I think they're just having fun.
Well, they certainly are having fun, as just kind of standing on this rooftop. He's holding his push as well. Jerk gets the second as well, and the squad are starting to spawn on them. And this is Dignitas. You know, we could be sitting in, we could be watching your ticket slip away on our sites, but we don't need to. It's definitely a bit more of a mind game as well, because I know for a fact, especially in FPS games, your kind of mindset is huge to the way the game goes. And right now, this is going to be nothing but demoralizing for the Animate side.
Yeah, and there's been plenty of times in competitive games. I think everyone who does play at a high level will understand it. When communication just stops and it's kind of acceptance of the inevitability of what's going to happen. You might have the one person that calls for whatever, but in most cases, it's either very loud or very quiet. And with that, Dig taking commanding lead there.